Hello folks, I'm Scott Grove. Some of you guys have been asking me how do I get my country sounds and are very interested in the compressors and the compressor settings and also the volume pedal I use. Okay, the thing is about the volume pedal, if you actually go on your guitar, excuse me while I make all these fart sounds. Yes, this is a Gibson Corvus, weird looking thing, but it's my weapon of choice for today. So if anybody knows, if you take and opt not to use the volume pedal, which right down there, my Morley, I'll bring it up in a second, I'll actually tear it apart. If you actually take your volume control down, you are losing not only volume but tone. Your high end's gone. It's just gone. That don't sound anything like this. Nice and sparkly like it was. That's why you go to go down here. I'll zoom her on in. You can check out the little Morley. Okay, there's the Morley. Okay, so I'm using, let's just go to a nice clean sound. That one. Okay, so here is the guitar, wide open, everything on it, just using the compressor is on and using the Morley volume pedal, which is the only volume pedal that does not use volume pots like in your guitar. So if you go buy any other volume pedal, you're getting this. You're going to get your tone destroyed. So why the hell do you want to do that? I don't know. Just too many guitar people out there. So the Morley uses an LED and the collector on the other side. So the photoelectric cell. And I'll show you the insides and how that works. But check it out. Here it is. So no matter what you want to use it for. Or just if you want to play along, don't care. You just need to back out a little bit. Your tone is not changing, just your volume. Okay, so there's the proof in the pudding. I just showed you. That sucks, this works. Okay, so argument solved once and for all. Anybody out there on the internet, there you go. Your volume knob sucks. Okay, this is the only one that does the trick. I know I'm going to get tons of people yelling at me, but hey, I just proved it to you, so there you go. And I will tell you also on the compressor, pardon me again while I do the big old, my fancy cameraman thing. On the compressor, I'm using a Boss CS3, okay, that's the blue one. And what we have is, it is set, has 4 knobs on it, your level, your tone, your attack, and your sustain. That's from left to right. Mine, I run it with the level on 1 o'clock, the tone at 1 o'clock, the attack, shut it all the way off, the sustain, wide flippin' open. This is the noisiest sounding thing you will ever hear. Luckily, my lovely Johnson Millennium amplifier has a noise gate in it, so it just gets rid of the noise at the very bottom that's left over at the bottom of the volume pedal's range. So if you're going to do this, get you a little noise gate or get you a Johnson amp. Anyway, so get you a little noise gate and just barely set it on. You'll see just enough to cut off what's left of the volume, bottom of the volume pedal. Here is my amp. I'm going to turn the volume pedal up without playing anything. So you can hear the noise that the compressor adds is this. Okay? That is the noise of the compressor only. If I walk over to shut off my compressor, I'll do it out of camera range. There, it's off. That's how much noise it adds. Why don't I go to something else? Because nothing does it like the Boss does. I know you've got MXR, the Keeleys, blah, 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 but nothing squashes like this bad boy. Okay? Just check it out. That's just a compressor on a clean sound. You get rid of it, your notes die away. You know what a guitar sounds like without one. So So you think your Les Paul has more sustain than anything else out there? Screw you. Compressor will beat you every time. Okay? So I can go until I want to quit, not till the guitar wants to quit. So, who's got it right again? Me! Thank you very much. Okay, so that goes forever. I'm going to rip some of this stuff apart and show you what's what. Okay, especially the volume pedal. Everybody asks me about how do you have to modify Morley's screwed up version of the volume pedal. What does Morley do? They put out a volume pedal that goes from 0 to 10, like right about there, and then there's nothing left. They're idiots. I don't know who designs this crap, but I'll show you what you have to do in order to fix a Morley to make it actually work. They don't know what they're doing over there. They thought of how to get the thing right as far as the tone right, but they don't realize that you need to get louder as you push it down, not just from 0 to 10 from there and then nothing else. Okay, so again, just idiots that don't actually play in the field putting these things together. So I'm going to unscrew my volume pedal, show you what you have to do to make it work. Okay, back in 2 seconds. Okay folks, here is inside the Morley. This here is actually, let's put it here so you can read the model number. Okay, the PSV PVO. It's a, I don't know, some piece of crap volume pedal. VO, I don't know. Who knows? It's not a V8. Okay, so here's what you have. You have the LED right here, and you have your photoelectric cells and other LEDs going on over here. There's another one here. There's all that junk. Anyway, what makes the volume actually happen here is, dun, dun, dun. See this black piece of thing right here? There is actually a hole cut in it. Okay. And let's see if I can put it up against something white or not. Okay, so there is this hole cut here. Okay, here's the original hole. They both used to look just like this. Can you see that one? The one that looks like this. Okay, so what Morley plans on doing is they want to let the light pass through, and here's your volume, here's your volume, here's your volume, then boom! It just goes to 10. That's the way the initial hole was cut. So they have two holes cut in here. Both of them were cut that way. Just like what I just showed you right there. They were both cut that way. So the one that actually gets used looks like that. So it goes from nothing to nothing to nothing to nothing to 10. Here's what I did to the other one. I cut it so it looks like that. So now it actually goes from like 0 and it gets louder as you push it down. Go figure. How did I make that happen? I just stuck a screwdriver in there and carved it out until it sounded right. I've got it at a weird angle, but my camera won't get in here well enough to show you. But you can see the difference. So there was the old cut, looks like that. Mine looks like this. So just grab a screwdriver, shove it in there, or whatever, and start carving at it, and get rid of that stupid little slit thing in there. That part. That is retarded. You want to start with the beginning of it and get louder. So you have to cut it into a V, both sides of it, until it gets to the big part. So see how I made it gradually get louder? So it actually sounds like it looks. So there's where Morley screwed up, because they're retarded. Every company out there is retarded, no matter Gibson, Fender. They don't know what the hell they're doing, so that's why we have to come up with these little modifications. Okay, so there's the original retarded cut, and this one actually lets the volume pass through, or the light pass through, to the collector on the other side. A little bit at a time, a little more, little more, little more, and it gets louder. So therefore, your volume pedal finally works. Okay, so if you get it, try it, set the pedal back down on the ground, boom, boom, boom. Here's one other thing that is stupid. This light lights up when you turn it on, just to let you know it's on. Morley didn't think about this either, but when you play outside, light from the sun actually goes into here and turns your volume pedal on 10 automatically. So you have to put electrical tape on there to shut it up. So there's your hints. There's what you got to do, okay? So once again, Scott Grove, that's how you get those good country sounds out of that volume pedal and that compressor. Okay? Talk to you soon. Bye-bye.